Ever wondered how your body reacts when you cut out added sugar? From your liver and arteries to your brain and metabolism, giving up sugar for just 4 weeks can have a profound impact. In this video, we break down the changes your body goes through, starting from the very first week. Learn how cutting out table sugar, sodas, and candy can lead to fewer cravings, improved energy usage, and better metabolic health. We'll explore how your body begins to adapt, shifting from relying on quick sugar fixes to efficiently burning fats and complex carbs. Discover how this change impacts insulin levels, reduces fat storage in the liver, and supports better heart health. Plus, I'll share actionable tips to make the transition smoother and help you maintain a healthier, more natural lifestyle. If you're ready to transform your health, watch now and learn how to make this life-changing shift. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips. Week 1. What happens when you quit added sugar? What if you decided today to eliminate table sugar, sodas, and candies from your diet? Within just a few hours, significant changes begin to occur in your body. The first noticeable effect is intense cravings. These cravings are not just psychological but also physiological, as your body starts to adjust to the absence of sugar. Up until now, most of us have consumed large amounts of sugar daily, providing the body with a quick but harmful source of energy. When you consume sugar, it rapidly enters the bloodstream with minimal barriers, creating a spike in blood sugar levels. In response, your pancreas releases a hormone called insulin, which helps deliver sugar to your cells for energy. However, over time, frequent and irregular insulin release triggered by excessive sugar intake can cause your cells to become resistant to its effects. This leads to higher blood sugar levels and the conversion of excess sugar into triglycerides in the liver, as well as an increase in bad cholesterol in your arteries. When you stop consuming added sugar, even for a few hours, your body is forced to find alternative energy sources. It begins to rely on breaking down complex carbohydrates and fats, which provides energy in a more efficient and natural way. This process involves burning stored fat and metabolizing complex sugars, which leads to healthier and more sustainable energy production. It's important to note that while your brain and organs do need sugar to function, they can obtain it from natural sources within your body, such as the breakdown of complex carbohydrates, rather than from refined sugars found in processed foods and beverages. The most immediate and positive change is that your metabolism begins to adapt. Your body starts burning fat and utilizing stored carbohydrates as energy, setting the foundation for improved overall health. Break free from sugar addiction. Avoid fatigue, irritability, and exhaustion. During the initial days of cutting out added sugar, you may feel tired, fatigued, and even irritable. Why does this happen? It's because your brain has become accustomed to sugar. When you consume sugary foods or drinks like soda or chocolate, your brain releases dopamine, that feel-good chemical that induces a sense of pleasure and happiness. Over time, this creates a dependency. When you suddenly eliminate sugar, that dopamine rush disappears, leaving you feeling irritable. Additionally, the lack of quickly available energy can contribute to fatigue and low energy levels. Here's an essential tip. If your goal is to transition to a healthier lifestyle by incorporating more whole grains and fruits, don't cut sugar out abruptly. Instead, reduce your sugar intake gradually to avoid these unpleasant symptoms. For example, if you typically add 3 teaspoons of sugar to your coffee, reduce it to 2 tomorrow, then 1 the following day. Similarly, have your soda intake or swap sugary snacks for healthier options incrementally. This progressive approach allows your brain and metabolism to adjust more comfortably. However, if you've already quit sugar abruptly, don't worry, these withdrawal symptoms are temporary. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your mood and energy levels will improve significantly as your body adapts to more stable and natural sources of energy. 2 to 3 weeks later, a new metabolism, insulin balance, and sustainable energy. After 2 to 3 weeks without added sugar, your body begins to function in a way that is much more natural and efficient, aligning with how it was originally designed to work. Previously, when you consumed sugary foods or drinks, your blood sugar would spike rapidly. In response, your pancreas would release insulin to quickly transport the sugar into your cells. However, this process created a cycle. As the sugar was used up, hunger would return just a few hours later, prompting you to reach for another sugary snack, drink, or treat. This constant demand for sugar kept your brain craving more and your pancreas working overtime, releasing insulin erratically. Now, if you've transitioned to healthier options like fruits, whole grains, and nutrient-dense foods, your blood sugar levels rise more gradually. For example, instead of experiencing a sharp spike, the release of glucose into your bloodstream is steady and controlled. As a result, insulin is released more physiologically, maintaining balance over a longer period. This shift means you'll feel satisfied for 6 to 8 hours or sometimes longer before feeling hungry again, depending on your metabolism. By reducing the pressure on your pancreas and stabilizing insulin release, you not only improve energy utilization but also support overall metabolic health. Burn fat, feel less hungry, and rediscover amazing flavors. As your body adjusts to using fats and complex carbohydrates for energy instead of sugar, several remarkable changes take place. First, your liver begins to break down and eliminate stored triglycerides, which were previously accumulated due to insulin's influence. This process not only supports weight loss but also reduces abdominal fat, leading to a healthier appearance. Additionally, your arteries benefit from reduced fat accumulation, improving overall cardiovascular health. Surprisingly, you'll start to feel less hungry. Unlike the frequent hunger spikes caused by sugar, where you'd feel hungry within minutes or hours of eating, the slower digestion and absorption of complex carbohydrates and fats provide sustained energy. This helps curb the urge to snack and reduces dependence on sugar. Another fascinating change happens with your taste perception. Foods you once found mildly sweet, like chocolate or soda, will now taste overwhelmingly sugary. Over time, your taste buds and brain adapt, making you more sensitive to natural sweetness. As a result, fruits will taste much sweeter and more satisfying, while sugary drinks may feel excessively cloying. These changes typically occur within 10 to 20 days, just 2 weeks. The key is to get through that challenging first week by transitioning gradually. Once you do, you'll notice significant improvements in your mood, energy levels, and overall performance as your body efficiently shifts to healthier energy sources. 4 weeks without sugar. By the 4th to 6th week of eliminating sugar from your diet, significant improvements occur, particularly in the liver. Previously, excess sugar consumed was stored in the liver as triglycerides, facilitated by insulin. Now, your body begins to burn these triglycerides, converting them into glucose to fuel your brain and other vital organs. With reduced insulin levels and improved metabolic efficiency, your liver becomes less burdened. This leads to a notable decrease in triglycerides stored in the liver, helping alleviate conditions like fatty liver disease. Additionally, if you've paired this sugar reduction with lower alcohol intake and regular exercise, the benefits are even more pronounced. Not only does liver fat decrease, but the harmful fats that accumulate in your arteries due to sugar, smoking, stress, lack of exercise, and poor diet also begin to diminish. This results in lower levels of bad cholesterol and less inflammation in your bloodstream, promoting better arterial health. Visceral fat stored around the abdomen and legs also starts to break down as your body shifts to burning fats for energy. This is largely due to the improved regulation of insulin, which no longer drives excessive fat storage. All these changes contribute to weight loss. Individuals who reduce sugar and refined carbohydrates, while adopting healthier dietary habits, often experience rapid and sustainable weight loss. Replacing sugary snacks with fruits, processed juices with freshly squeezed ones, or sugary drinks with options like green tea or coffee with low-calorie sweeteners can yield dramatic improvements. By sticking to these healthier habits, you'll not only feel better but also maintain a healthier weight in the long run. Blood test results after 1 month. After 1 month of reducing sugar, significant improvements are observable in blood test results. Insulin levels, which may have previously fluctuated erratically or been elevated due to insulin resistance, unless you're diabetic, will stabilize within a normal range and function more physiologically. Triglycerides will begin to decrease simply by cutting back on sugar, engaging in regular exercise, and reducing alcohol consumption. Cholesterol levels will also improve, particularly the LDL, commonly known as bad cholesterol, and HDL, often referred to as good cholesterol, LDL levels will drop and HDL levels will rise, reflecting better cardiovascular health. Importantly, not only will the quantity of LDL cholesterol decrease, but its quality will improve. The small, dense LDL particles, those most prone to depositing in arteries and causing damage, will reduce. These harmful particles are a primary contributor to atherosclerotic plaque formation, which can lead to heart attacks, strokes, kidney disease, aortic rupture, and hypertension. Inflammation, a key driver of these processes, also diminishes significantly after reducing sugar intake. You might wonder, but don't nutritional guidelines recommend that 5 to 10% of our caloric intake come from carbohydrates? That's true. However, these carbohydrates can and should come from healthier sources. There's no need for refined sugars, sodas, or candy. Natural sources like fruits, whole grain bread, and even tomato sauce contain carbohydrates that provide sugar in a more balanced and nutritious form. By opting for these healthier alternatives, your body reaps the benefits without the inflammatory and metabolic downsides of added sugars. What about honey and artificial sweeteners? Many people wonder, is raw sugar or honey a better alternative to refined white sugar? The truth is, raw sugar is nearly identical to white sugar in terms of its effects on the body. Both are rapidly absorbed forms of sugar that can contribute to the same harmful metabolic changes. What about honey? There is a common belief that raw, unprocessed honey is significantly healthier than refined sugar. While it is true that raw honey contains trace amounts of vitamins, minerals, and other beneficial compounds, its primary component is still sugar. These added nutrients are present in very small quantities, so the overall impact on health is minimal. Recommendations for honey consumption. If you enjoy honey, it's best to consume it in moderation, ideally no more than 1 teaspoon per day. Use it sparingly to sweeten coffee, tea, or fruits while transitioning to a less sugary diet. However, keep in mind that reducing all added sugars, including honey, is ideal since sugar is found in many unexpected sources like bread, sauces, and processed foods. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners can sometimes be a useful alternative for those trying to reduce their sugar intake, but they are not a perfect solution. While research suggests they are less harmful than sugar, some studies raise concerns about potential long-term effects. That said, artificial sweeteners are much sweeter than sugar, meaning you can use significantly less to achieve the desired level of sweetness. Recommendations for artificial sweeteners. If eliminating sweetness entirely is not an option, artificial sweeteners can be used in moderation. Limit yourself to 1 or 2 small packets per day as a temporary replacement for sugar while adjusting your taste preferences. In conclusion, whether it's honey, sugar, or artificial sweeteners, moderation is key. Transitioning to whole, unprocessed foods and natural sources of sweetness, like fruits, is the healthiest and most sustainable choice.